Yeah, you started recording, so let's. Good. Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Sadashiva-Samaarambham Shankaracharya-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam Om Om Hiranyashringam Varunam Prapadye Tirtham Me Dehi Yachitah Yanmaya Bhuktamasādhūnām Pāpebhyascha Pratigrahah Yanme Manasa Vacha Karmana Va Duskritam Kritam Tanna Indro Varuno Brahaspati Savita Cha Punantu Punaha Namognaye Sumate Nama Indraya Namo Varunaya Namo Varunyai Namodbhyaha Yadapam Kruram Yadamedhya Yadashantam Tadapagacchatat Atyashanadatīpānādyaccha Ugrat Pratigrahat Tanno Varuno Raja Panina Ahyavamarshatu Sohamapapo Virajo Nirmukto Mukta Kilbishaha Nakasya Prishthamaruhya Gachet Brahma Salokatam यच्चाप्सु वरुणः स पुनात्वा घमर्षणः इमं मे गङ्गे यमुने सरस्वती शुतुद्रिस्तोमगं सचता परुष्णिया असिक्निया मरुध्वते वितस्थया जीकीये शृणुह्यासु सोमया ऋतञ्च सत्यं चाभीदात् तपसोऽध्यायता ततो रात्रिरजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः समुद्रादर्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विददद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी सूर्या चन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतो सुवः यत्प्राक् पृथिव्यागं रजस्वमान्तरिक्षे विरोदसी इमागस्तधापो वरुणः पुनत्वघमर्षणः पुनन्तु वसवः पुनातु वरुणः पुनात्वघमर्षणः एष भूतस्य मध्ये भुवनस्य गोप्ता एष पुण्यकृतां लोकानेश मृत्योर्हिरण्मयम् द्यावा प्रतिर्व्योर्हिरण्मयगं सश्रितगं सुवः सनः सुवसगं शिशाधि आर्द्रं ज्वलति ज्योतिरहमस्मि ज्योतिर्जलति ब्रह्माहमस्मि योऽहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि अहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि अहमेवाहं मां जुहोमि स्वाहा अकार्यकार्यवकीर्णोस्तेनो भ्रूणः गुरुतल्बगः वरुणो पामघमर्ष न तस्मात् पापात् प्रमुच्यते रजो भूमिस्त्वमागं रोदयस्व प्रवदन्ति धीराः आक्रान् समुद्रप्रथमे विधर्मन् जनयन् प्रजा भुवनस्य राजा वृषापवित्रे अधिसानो अव्ये बृहत् सोमो वावृधे सुवान इन्दुः ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत्.
Yeah, nice one. So, can you
This
tell
is
me the
also
meaning?
coming our daily Sandhyavandanam.
Okay, that's pretty good. If you can explain the meaning also.
I think I have not gone to that level.
Okay, no problem.
Maybe I may able to do that after 15 days or something.
Oh.
Bit busy in so many other activities now.
Okay, no problem. Ranjini, good morning.
Good morning, Ranjini. You are not audible.
Yeah, you are on mute.
Namaste.
Namaste, namaste.
Okay, so yesterday we spoke about mind being dead. So were you able to experience it yesterday?
Probably morning for me, how you said that Maye ninnolago, Neenu Mayayologo, you were just telling that Alayavu ninnolago. I was just thinking about that this morning. I don't know why. Since last since you said that, like it was running behind my head. So morning when I sat, after that 5 minutes, I don't know, that just came into my head, and then like I was just thinking, I was just like the five people in our house. I just put like five people sitting. Okay, what is each one? Then my in-laws are there down, and that caregiver is also there. So only people we associate with, I could like feel any kind of emotion. Now for that caregiver, there is no emotion as such. He was there, some replacement came, that fellow went, he came back, so it really didn't matter much. So the same thing I was just trying to think. Then I felt like we are all just nothing but like storehouses of information. And when you keep telling me, it's like how we are made of the dhatus, just like how a building you need so many materials, the body is made of so many things. And when you keep going, I don't know, it just went beyond. And you said, you are again in space, like how the connection that you gave, then ultimately everything is in space. I mean, it's probably even smaller than any dust particle that I could see with my eyes, is what it is when you keep expanding. Then I don't know what happened suddenly. I just felt lost, like I was in space. And till there, I know. Then I suddenly felt lost. Then I knew. The mind started playing. Then one fear came. Then automatically Rama, 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 Rama came. So that I could see. So
Good.
when going in that space, like I kept on expanding, like the earth, then the space, then the solar system. There was nothing happening. But then at one point, somewhere, I just felt like I was lost and I needed something to hold. I didn't know where I was or what I was doing. I needed something. So again, that Rama came. So till then, Rama was not there. So that
Okay.
I missed today.
Yeah, you are attached to Rama. So, so whenever you are lost, you want Rama back. Anyway, that is okay.
So I knew that was the mind game. That small experience I had this morning.
Nice. Good to
It
have.
was good experience. The Rama is the anchor for you.
Yeah. So till I reach, I have to hold on to the anchor.
You have to leave the anchor, then you'd have gone.
ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ
Murga is
ರಾಮ
the
ರಾಮೇತಿ ರಮೇ ರಾಮೇ ಮನೋರಮೆ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ತತ್ತುಲ್ಯಂ ರಾಮನಾಮವರಾನನೆ.
for Lata. Murga is the anchor. For you, Rama is the anchor. Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah, correct. So you need some anchor because we are not mature enough.
Correct.
Yeah, Lata, your video is not there.
I switched off. Okay, I can put no problem.
Okay, no worries. It
Mm.
doesn't matter. Okay, so shall we continue on 171? I think we did it. We ended with that, in fact.
Oh,
We can go ahead with it because we digressed into um, sixth Indriya yesterday, seventh shloka of 15th chapter. So, Shushupti, if we were to experience in the morning, then you are done. That's the only practice. As soon as you wake up, you are in deep sleep. Eighth chapter Bhagavad Gita says the same thing. For a yogi, the world, when he wakes up, the world sleeps. When he sleeps, the world wakes up. So, if you are a yogi, you are not going to recognize anything. So can you do that? That's all what it is about Manomayakosha. After that, he talks about bondage and liberation and other things. If I look at 172 to 176, it's all about that. And everything is mind. Then we come to Jiva, which is part of mind. Anyway, we are going to go through that, but any questions or anything you want to share on this? So the practice here is only that.
When a yogi wakes up, world sleeps, huh?
Yes.
Means what?
When he wakes up, the world sleeps. When he sleeps, the world wakes up.
I know. What is the meaning of other side?
Who is a yogi? Now you have to think. Who is a yogi?
Yoga is
I didn't ask about yoga. I'm talking about yogi.
one who includes everything within him.
No. There is a definition given by Krishna, second chapter.
Second chapter.
Yeah, you can open the book.
Which sloka? Or I can search it. It's a big
No,
chapter.
you don't have to. There is, I'll give you a clue. Yoga, he talks about samatvam uchyate. So you can,
Samatvam yoga muchyate somewhere.
yeah,
A person who is able to think samatva.
correct.
Samatva.
Verse 48.
Oh, last one, 40. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So all interest. He will not have any interest. So he will see both victory and failure in the same way. And then he will keep doing his karma. That time when he is having that samatva is yoga. When he sees everything in a balanced way. No udvega, no atanka, nothing.
So we'll go deeper into that. Yogastaha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddha siddhyoho samod bhutva samatvam yogaha uchyate. So yogastaha. What is taha?
He is in that state.
No.
Yogastaha.
There is a meaning for staha. Yogastaha. Staha. What is staha?
One who practice yoga.
And
Yogastaha.
stays.
He is in that state.
Stays. I don't know Sanskrit, so I don't know.
You know, Malayalam has got 40% Sanskrit words.
Yeah. But sta and all I don't know.
Tha.
Not stha. Staha.
Yogastaha.
Staha.
Staha.
Thala. Tha.
Staha is a word which denotes if there is a horse. This
Horse.
again comes in the 15th chapter in a different way. But this taha is that if you had a horse and you have taken a rope and you have tied that horse to a tree and made it stay there, not going anywhere, this is taha.
Staying.
Swastha. Swasti.
Swastha.
He is in that place.
Staha
Not
He is immovable.
is immovable.
Thira.
Yes, completely stable. It doesn't move. So
Stiti.
swastaha means
Swasthana.
swa is self, staha established, is swasti. Swaha asti swasti.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः.
Okay, so that means the
Aha.
person is completely established. No movement. Yogastaha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. In that established,
No sangha.
when you are established, there is no karmani. There is no karma. You are just doing for the heck of doing or for the sake of doing. And there is no sangha. Siddha asiddhyo samot bhutva. So there is nothing to establish and nothing not to establish. The polarities are gone. And then it comes to samatva, equal. That is the middle path of Buddha, samatva. Neither this nor that. Sama. That is yoga. The yogi is a person.
Now, sama means what? In mind, sama?
It's all in the mind only, but there's nothing physical. You are not a physical being in the first place. So we have already crossed that. We have to again go back to Annamayakosha. What we are talking is only mental plane now. We finished physical. So by now you would have understood what is physical. Shit only. Finished. Case closed.
So Vilas is telling it is shit, so we take it as shit and move forward.
And otherwise we have to go back to Annamayakosha. Again, we have to look at liver, intestine, lungs, and this and that, and to say that, okay, why am I in this shit? Then you have to take a mirror, keep it in front of you, sit nude, watch, is that what you are?
Which means we are going to office to see only that.
Yes, absolutely. All
This can be done over verbal also, right?
no, in your home, you have one shit.
Also,
In your home, earlier you had four shit, three plus one. Now two are gone, one remains. Right? So when you watch your wife, you are seeing shit only, nothing else. Then your Annamaya Kosha is done. Otherwise, it attracts you back. So then Manomaya Kosha is not possible.
So basically, there are two paths. One, you surrender bhakti and leave everything to him.
Right.
Or want to know, sit and analyze, contemplate, contemplate, contemplate.
Yes.
So
So Jnana Marga is not easy. Jnana Marga is not for everyone. It's Bhakti Marga, which is for everyone. Easy, simple, qualified.
yeah, but that real bhakti of surrender, that can happen only rarely.
That is separate. But this one is, it's not easy. You have to see, you have to make yourself like this and start seeing in the mirror. Then you start losing interest over this body. Otherwise, jnana is 1 hour jnana only. And then after that, as usual, go and meet 100 people, then wear the dress and feel wow, so nice, finished, done.
Yeah, your intellect will cover up everything.
Completely it will cover up. There's no
It's
way.
very, very strong. Especially for when you go in that Jnana Marga, intellect will be strong
So,
and it will
i-
cover up.
so it is not easy. What we are talking today is not easy.
It is
Uh,
not easy because you have to do tyaga.
no, before Tyaga, you have to leave Anna. It's not about Tyaga. Can I watch my wife as shit? Flush. That's all. If I can do that, no problem. Otherwise, Bhakti Marga is a right Marga for me.
Tameva sharanam mama.
Yeah, yeah. So for me, Muruga, for Ranjini, Rama, and for Bhat, Durga.
Yeah, that would help. Seriously. If we, otherwise, we'll be fooling ourselves with Jnana Marga. See, now we
because
again. Now, but we have again gone back to Annamaya Kosha. You are forgetting that you are in Manomaya Kosha. You are now getting awakened to reality.
Actually, this morning, that's what I was thinking, after I came back. So that experience is what is truth. Everything is only information being processed according to an individual's convenience.
Correct.
If I can understand this, what Vilas is saying, I'll put it in accordance with what I want. And whatever Bhattji's requirement is there, you'll ensure that information is fitted exactly to that requirement. And Lataji also same thing. And then we try to draw parallel lines. But that experience is truth. That's what I felt. You cannot explain it. Probably that's why they've given it so many names, but still it feels insufficient. That 1 second, that just fear, it, like, I was lost. Like how she said yesterday that she could feel that shock in the dream. That 1 second that identity comes up, you lose it. So at least if you have something to hold on, which will take you, I feel it is better. Maybe it will be easier than sitting, contemplating, doing all these things. Past couple of days, I have come to that realization. Okay, nice to hear everything, but in reality, to actually do out is.
I think for a common man in Jagrata Avastha, only he deals first is with the identity, then only he deals. Now, Jagrata
Forget.
Avastha without identity means it is spirituality only, there is nothing else.
No, it is this way. We are no more common people because now neither we are there nor here.
No man's land.
We are not common now. We are acting spiritual, but then we are not spiritual. See, the
Spiritual seekers. So,
seeker is correct, but the problem I'll
yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
we are not working out. That much I can 100% tell you.
Yes, because yesterday, see, Madhvacharya is also a Dvaita philosophy, right? Shankara is Advaita. But in that song, it's not even Madhvacharya, it's one of his later, this one Dasaru who came, and he is preaching exactly Advaita philosophy.
Yes.
But we call him Advaita because he's a Madhvacharya follower.
Correct.
We, in spite of being Dvaitis, we project ourselves as Advaitis.
Which is like fooling yourself.
Yes.
Hypocrites.
Yeah.
Hypocrites.
You told that song. I don't know why it has just been running. I listened to Vidya Bhushan sing it. I was just reading every line. Then I said, how foolish we title somebody. Oh, he is this much. So he is not speaking about Atma. He's speaking Jagat also is Satya, and this one is also Satya. Brahman is also Satya. We call him, no, that is degrading this one, and we say, okay, Shankaracharya is saying that Jagat is Mithya and only Brahman is Satya. But actually, in reality, it is very difficult to accept that. It's very difficult to accept.
Yes. It's not everybody's cup of tea or coffee. Somebody put it. Very nice.
Hmm?
Who put that?
Me.
Okay, you can play it. That's a very good song.
Very nice. Very nice.
ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯು ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯು ನೀ ದೇಹದೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯು ನೀ ದೇಹದೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗು ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯು ಆಲಯದೊಳಗು ಆಲಯವು ಬಯಲೊಳಗು ಆಲಯದೊಳಗು ಆಲಯವು ಬಯಲೊಳಗು ಬಯಲು ಆಲಯವೆರಡು ನಯನದೊಳಗೋ ನಯನದೊಳಗೋ ನಯನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯ ಒಳಗೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಯನದ ಒಳಗೋ ನಯನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯ ಒಳಗೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಯನದ ಒಳಗೋ ನಯನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಗಳೆರಡು ನಿನ್ನೊಳಗೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ಈ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯೊಳಗು ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯು ಸವಿಯೊಳಗು ಸವಿಯು ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯೊಳಗು ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯು ಸವಿಯೊಳಗು ಸವಿಯು ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಎರಡು ಜಿಹ್ವೆಯೊಳಗೋ ಜಿಹ್ವೆಯೊಳಗೋ ಜಿಹ್ವೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಳಗೋ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಹ್ವೆಯ ಒಳಗೋ ಜಿಹ್ವೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಳಗೋ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಜಿಹ್ವೆಯ ಒಳಗೋ ಜಿಹ್ವೆ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳೆರಡು ನಿನ್ನೊಳಗೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಈ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ನೀ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ಕುಸುಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಧವು ಗಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಸುಮವು ಕುಸುಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಧವು ಗಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಸುಮವು ಕುಸುಮ ಗಂಧಗಳೆರಡು ಆಘ್ರಾಣದೊಳಗೋ ಆಘ್ರಾಣದೊಳಗೋ ಅಸಮಭವಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಾಯ ಅಸಮಭವಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಾಯ ಉಸುರವೆನ್ನಳವಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೊಳಗೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ನೀ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ದೇಹವೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ನೀ ಮಾಯೆಯೊಳಗೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ ನಿನ್ನೊಳು ಮಾಯೆಯೋ
Very nice. I was not aware such a thing is available.
Yeah, that is my best experience I could ever have. Not to
Aham
like all
Brahmasmi. This is a easier way of talking about Aham Brahmasmi.
Exactly. That's what yesterday after he told that, I don't know why. I went on, I looked to it and I heard Vidya Bhushan's song and I went on reading that. Somehow it stuck to my head.
And Vidya Bhushan is deeply engrossed while singing.
See, you see his voice before marriage and after marriage. Now if he sings, it's not good.
No, it's the same Nirvana Shatakam he's speaking, but in a layman's language.
Yeah, that's correct. So See, this is one of my favorite from last 20 plus years. Anyway, so what is the observation you made out of this song? You didn't make.
Maya is mithya.
No. He talks about three senses: one sight, another taste, another sound. In the sight, there is a enlargement and contraction. So ಬಯಲು ಆಲಯದೊಳಗೋ ಆಲಯೋ ಬಯಲೊಳಗೋ. So you can expand and contract. So when you expand, you become Brahman. When you contract, you become you. That is what it is.
It is
That's some.
Paramatma.
So now you have Paramatma and Atma. So if you are in Bayalu, then you are Paramatma. If you are in Alaya, you are Atma. So the body, you are inside the body. If you think, then you are Atma. You are not in the body, but in everybody's body, then you are Paramatma. That's the first through sight. Then through taste. ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯು ಸವಿಯೊಳಗೋ ಸವಿಯು ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯೊಳಗೋ. Now savi is the taste. If you are tasting and you are calling that a sugar, then you are atma. Okay. Saviyu sakkareyolago, sakkareyu saviyolago. The taste is there in the sugar, not in your mouth. It only identifies the taste, but sugar is not there in the mouth. If you are sugar, you are Brahman. If you are just the taste, you are Atma. Brahman Satya, Jagat Satya, if it is in the tongue. Clear? Then Gandha Kusumavu, Gandhavu, Kusamavu. Kusuma is the flower, Gandha is the smell. What it is smell in the flower or flower in the smell? Now you answer. I gave you for two. Now the third one you should answer. If you can't answer, Brahman Satya, Jagat Satya. Over. Only God can save you.
Okay. Bye.
I gave two. The third one you should solve it. It is a simultaneous equation.
Which one is that third one? Bayal or alaya? Sakara is over, Bayal is over. What is the third one?
ಕುಸುಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಧವು ಗಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಸುಮವು.
ಕುಸುಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಧವೋ ಗಂಧದಲ್ಲಿ
Wait,
ಕುಸುಮವೋ.
hold on.
Yeah.
This slightly twisting, so I gave the third one. ಕುಸುಮ ಗಂಧಗಳೆರಡು ಅಘ್ರಾಣದೊಳಗು. And he doesn't answer. He says this is all Maya only. Then he leaves it to the Keshava.
See, Gandha is in the kusuma, and that way, if you think, when you smell, you are a human being. But if you yourself is that Gandha, then you are Brahman.
No.
No?
No. So now the God only has to save. Krishna only have to save us.
Or if you yourself is kusuma, Gandha is there by default.
Fairly
Because
okay.
it is a natural behavior or a natural characteristic.
Correct.
So are you Atma or are you Paramatma?
If you are that smell, you are smelling, agranadrolago, then you are Atma. If you remain as Kusuma, not different kind of Kusuma, just the Kusuma, then you are Brahman. Because of Kusuma, smell comes. Because of Sakare, sweet comes. Because of Alaya, Bayalu, Alaya comes. So you are able to see Bayalu, you are able to see Sakare, you are able to see Kusuma, then you are liberated. But if you are able to see it as Alaya, you are able to see as sweet, able to smell the flower, may God bless us. We are
But
Dvaiti.
but changing this perception is instant or gradual?
No step by step, sir.
Tap.
It's like a bubble bursting and you are dead, you're done.
Done.
If
So
the
you're limited by your senses, what you have. So if you have
Ah,
unlimited,
correct. That is
then
the
that limit is broken.
we think that if all our senses are perfect, I can sense everything.
Yeah, so actually you
Yeah.
can, but you think in your mind that you can only do what this body, through this body you can. So it's difficult to change that think.
I am seeing things through what? Through my mind?
Yes. See, actually, I read somewhere this Andaman Nicobar Islands. So somebody was going. So there are a lot of tribal people there. So they are coming in one ship or a boat or something. So the people in that tribal people were seeing. So they could identify the people because they know the people. Since they have not seen anything like a ship or a boat, they couldn't identify. So they only saw some people coming. So means you are not seeing unless and until you have something stored, you will not be able to perceive it properly. Not yeah. So that's why everything is that somewhere I read it and it has stuck in my mind for long. This statement. So imagine you have never seen an ocean. You'll not be able to identify it if you happen to see it suddenly. So all in the mind only. You fill up a lot of things in the mind.
anyway, see the processing, two types of processing. First type processing, can't understand, go to God. That's all. That's the first processing. Second processing, able to understand, beautiful. You don't require God because you are the God.
You will on the way realize you are the God.
Finished. So only two processing. So you choose what you want.
Yeah, I think in my think both has to go together,
No, that is
or
that
or
step.
or some period of time the bhakti has to be there, and then it slowly become jnana.
See, you first start like this. So there are three-step process. If you since but wants a process or a step by step, let me explain the step. First step, have some belief. So belief is the first step. You just believe. And second step, make that belief a reality by keeping only one God at your place. Can be Krishna, can be Rama, can be whoever, but not beyond one God. Whomever you think is your savior, that you have to do. So since we all have one puja room, unclutter the puja room with only one, whoever that one is. This is the second. Third, remove that also. And you go and sit there in its place. Can you do that? Even mentally, you can't. You have to go and
No,
sit.
no photo is required.
No, three-step process, or rather four-step
Hmm.
process. Thousands of images.
Remove
Sahasra,
and keep one.
Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad.
Only
So
one.
here 1,000 photos and the puja to 1,000. Done. First, that's the first step.
Then you are telling first we have to see the Virat Rupa.
No, no, no.
That
This is
itself
from
is
no. This is from this direction, not from Virat Rupa
yeah,
direction.
yeah. See, if you have to see Virat Rupa, you're done.
Then you are then you don't require anything. So the first
Yeah.
thing is 1,000 photos, and make it as 1,000 arm, 1,000 legs. Like each of gods have 4 hands, right? So something like that. So first you have all of these. Then the second step is have some belief on one god. Just a belief. You don't have a faith. You don't have shraddha. At least just nambike, belief. Have a belief. So you work out on that belief. Third step, you transform that into faith. So how do you know there is a faith? I'll tell you how it has worked for me. Maybe you can try. There is one Buddha statue at my home, and it winks. Whenever I see, it winks. That you should get.
So you are able to see live Buddha.
Yes, it winks. The eye does like this. So when I do something, it also does. So when I see face to that, it does. Then if I open the book, it is like he talking to me, not by imagination. It is real.
So you are like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Kali
Yes, as far as
connected.
Buddha statue and me goes.
So you are able to see your own Atma there in Buddha.
Yes, absolutely. That is correct. Okay, so it becomes prana pratishtha. So I have done prana
Ah, Prana
pratishtha to that.
Pratishtha.
So now I have only one. It is Buddha. I don't have anyone. And none of the gods exist in that puja room.
You don't need even statue also, na? You yourself can think
Nothing.
that inside.
Nothing. I don't require. So I'm just saying. So the second step is to believe in someone. Third step is to make that as a faith because you have experienced it. So Krishna, if you keep, Krishna will start looking at you. If you have Rama, Rama will start looking at you. Then all of a sudden you can see the same everywhere. So you can't
Yes.
do any mistake now because somebody is watching over you all the time, all the time. Now you are done. So your bhakti is transformed or transcended. Now you are ready for jnana. If this doesn't happen, even that marga is of no use. So what is the uh, proof? You should see that idol winking at you whenever you see it.
Or
Its
some
eyelid,
response.
yeah, it should have
Not
some
even,
response.
not even, not only eyelids. It could be anything.
Anything, it doesn't matter. But eyes
Yeah.
are the thing where you have that aura, or you have that ojas, or you have that prana. That's the reason I was telling you prana exists in the eyes, because when I see at that statue, it starts seeing me.
You're seeing yourself.
I'm seeing myself. There's no buddha there.
Correct.
That also I know.
Hmm.
But now I can see everybody winking is equivalent to that winking. So now I see the same everywhere. So now I don't have fear of death at all. because there is
Fear of
nobody
death
to judge.
or fear of another also,
Nothing is there.
because there's no another,
Yes,
right?
it's all me only. That is all what it is. That is bhakti. If you want
You are,
jnana,
you are able to see yourself to everywhere, including that statue.
including when I see you,
As I said, this is all only information stored in the head.
yes, as far as
I really realized that all this talk, whatever I read, that fear was enough to bring me back here. Like lost nowhere to hold on to something.
In your mind, you are having that impression of everywhere same.
give me a second, this guy will now go off. I'll bring the charger.
Yeah, so Villas has reached the state of seeing himself in everyone. That's the real realization. So one step away from liberation. I think last 2 months, maybe. Yeah. So last 2 months he has been telling this.
Is it?
Yeah. But still not liberated.
Needs a lot of hard work and dedication. Without it, it's impossible.
Yeah,
What?
it is not possible. See, actually, you have to put effort and you will immediately see the result.
Yeah,
The
you
thing.
have to put in dedication and effort.
So, yeah. So I was telling when you are away that you are seeing yourself in everyone, and that is the state for you for the last 2 months. But just one step away from liberation. That's what I was telling.
Yeah, so now it is fun. I have so many bodies.
Sahasra Srisha, that
Purusha.
Purusha.
So I have so many bodies. So I now don't have any distinction of female, male, this, that. Nothing is there. It's fun. I don't even have somebody's dressed or undressed or whatever. It looks the same. Shit only.
Yeah. So you have reached the second step. First, you have to see that you are in yourself, and then second, you see that in everybody.
Yeah. So
And the
when
third, that you don't see yourself.
yes. So when Ranjini was at my home, I was telling her, you should see yourself. You should see yourself in the when you're taking bath because that is the time you can see you are not that. You have to check every part of the body. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is
If
it?
you see food and if you see yourself in food, why should you eat food?
No, that is a corollary question, but it's like asking, why was I born? Now you are born. Nothing you can do. You can now escape. So you should not go back saying that why we should eat food, why we should earn, why we should do that. Now you don't have a choice. This is the law of this realm.
Choiceless.
This is
Choiceless,
choiceless.
you will be
You
pushed.
have to breathe. You have to eat.
Yeah. If somebody asked me this question, I think this was asked by Padmashri earlier also. Why are you coming to ABB? What should I answer?
Because I am born.
Karma. Karma. Karma.
Karma or marma, it doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is, what should I answer? Because if I say I want to work, question comes, why should you work? Now for living. No, why you come to ABB? You can ask for some viksha and whatever they give you, you have to eat. Why come to ABB and wear this kind of clothes and fool people?
I think
That
I think more than that, the question here is you may not be hungry also, right?
no, it's not a question of not being hungry or
See,
hungry or whatever.
when you are in that plane, whether you eat or doesn't eat for days together, you don't feel hungry.
No,
Is
it
my
is a
understanding.
it no, it is an illusion. That's another Maya. See, the thing is like this.
Mm.
If you feel hungry, you eat. You don't have to say what you want to eat. If you are not hungry, don't eat. That's all what it is.
No, because you have become that bhava. Of that, those two, only death you can give you moksha from the first two, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha.
See, two diseases cannot be removed at human realm of existence. One disease is hunger, another disease is thirst. These two you cannot remove. Okay. Number two, you cannot sleep outside. You have to have a shelter, either a cave or a building or this or that. Some shelter is required. Three, you have to wear something. At least cover your private part. That much you have to wear. Nothing else you want to wear, fine. But at least that you have to wear. This is third. Fourth, you're going to fall sick, you have to have medicine. Now it is a corollary question or a apabhramsha of asking that, oh, why should you require medicine? You are a yogi. Then what do we answer? So then you have to smile.
It's all karma based, right? All this, whatever
No,
you
no,
said.
karma based is everything. But see, you are being born in any realm, including a heaven realm or a Brahma or this or that, is due to karma only,
Yes.
right? Now that doesn't answer anyone. This is the most logical question. Is
So my own karma makes me to eat or not to eat.
no, no, no. If
If
you
my
are,
karma is bad, I will not get anything to eat, even if I want nothing available.
it's not like that. If you are born in a deva realm of existence, you are landing as though you are a 25-year-old. There is no womb entry. You are instantly born.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you are instantly born, you drink amrita. There's only one food, finished. For as many years as you live, there is no food.
Not required.
Okay, not the food what we eat.
Just smell.
No, no, no. Then your body starts emitting a different kind of smell. That ganda is different. Okay. So now if somebody were to ask that deva, what do you eat? What will he reply? Because nobody eats anything there. That is that realm's thing.
That realm's law. So
Yeah. So you
according to
you
that,
you can't question that nature law. How did I become a deva? What he means. You just landed there. How did I land? It's like asking, how did I enter into my mother womb? If you knew, why would you enter in the first place? So without ignorance, you cannot land anywhere. And Deva realm is another ignorance only. See, none of us, when we first saw our mother, when we were sucking the nipple of the mother, we never asked, hey, hold on, don't give me food. I want to know how did I come here? Please tell me that. Otherwise, I'm not going to drink your milk. We never asked. First came sound, and then she put, drank the milk and finished. Forgot all about it. Right. So that is not a question to be asked. The question to be asked is, having come here, how do we go out? That's a better question. So it's not a question of whether should you eat or shouldn't you eat, whether you should work or shouldn't you work, should you wear clothes or shouldn't you wear clothes, are you egoistic or you are not egoistic. That is immaterial. What is material is, having come to this prison, have you found out the way of going out of prison? If you know that, that's all what you're supposed to do. Whether Rama will get you there, or Murga will get you there, or somebody gets you there, or you yourself will find it, or a Gnana Marga will take you out of that prison. The Gnana, how to dig a tunnel and get out of it. Or you plead to that fellow, please remove me. No, you have removed so many people, Krishna, please remove me. Fine, it works. Or I tell to Rama, because you knew the path of liberation at the age of 13, and you pretended your whole life that you don't know, and you lived your life like that. I treat you as highest because it is not possible for a normal person to show a normal life when you are completely liberated. So can you teach me that? That's a better approach. If I am believer of Rama, so first I need to believe in someone. Who is that someone? Is the question.
Everybody has someone, right? Already. So
Pardon?
everybody has. You have Buddha, I have Muruga, she has Rama, and what I think has Durga.
No, everybody has paraphernalia also. We have a bag of things. Today is Monday. I should do this. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I should do that. That has to stop.
I don't have that.
You don't have, but we three have. You are fortunate, but we are unfortunate people. No. See, you should have some concern towards the three of us. You are highly selfish. You only look from your perspective. Oh, I don't know Veda. That is a good thing. I don't know this. You know very less. That is good. We know too much. That is a problem. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of looking. Yes. That
Yeah.
way I'm selfish, yes.
So you should look at these three
No, no,
pools.
I am assuming because Ranjini always says Rama Rama, so I thought she has more affinity towards Rama, and but always talks about Durga, and then I assume that it is. And you
So
talk
when it
about Buddha.
so the thing is like this. So now I'll give you another thing. Anyway, this is applicable to Bhat only. If you are going towards Shakti, there's a way of worship. You should do that.
You know what? I remember M talking about that. He says that people don't understand what this enlightenment or spiritual journey is all about. They'll just go and speak with Kali, or like influenced by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So they will go and pray. Oh, please, God, I need only you, Devi. Please come. I don't need anything else. Blah blah. Then she'll try to pull the rug from under your feet. Then you go running. No, 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 no. I don't want anything. I want all that to be happening. So he said, be careful what you ask for.
So uh, if you are following Shakti, there is a way. You should follow that way. That is not applicable for any male gods, but definitely yes. If you are going behind female gods, there is a huge danger because you are made out of Shakti. So first you have to get out of that. So one thing, if you believe in mother, there's a huge thing you have to do, not just a normal thing. So you have to check what you want.
That is Srividya practice, or
Yeah, you have to go via Sri Vidya only. There's no other way.
then you have to do that mantras and Bala
It's a, it is
mantra.
it's its own ritual and all that. You have to follow by that Shakti, and then you have to do whatever Sadguru says, which is right. Even though you have to come to Bhuta Shuddhi if you are going through mother. Chitta Shuddhi will not happen, and hence you are choosing this. So we have to decide. Otherwise, we'll get stuck in Manomayakosha. Last time also we got stuck in the same place.
I should be
It's not.
because you restarted it again from Manomayakosha where I joined.
We finished everything.
We are circling, but it
No,
is good.
I
The
was so
real
I was feeling so bad one day that none of us are realized or liberated. Both we have not happened, and we have gone after Vimukti. What all is going to happen?
we
How bad?
stopped.
Yeah,
We
I
stopped.
said I'm not going to the fourth volume at all. We are fooling ourselves. After liberation, what happens? Boss, first of all, do you know you are in bandhana to get liberated? So this we have to come back to Annamaya Kosha if we have still not done it.
Or as Lata said, bye bye Vilas. Muruga is there like that. Bye bye Vilas, Rama is there.
Yes.
He has thrown me out long back. I am simply tagging along.
No, it's it's not like that. It is
Now
like,
all this is for but what Vilas is doing.
yeah, yeah, really, it is true.
I am simply tagging along.
See, I was telling her
Understood.
yesterday.
You gave a big lecture to me. I was just listening. I was thinking, is there any change within me? The what do you call chitta? Chitta is swastha.
No, no, I'm not targeting you. So yesterday I was telling Lata that I have so much of compassion for you, but because you brought me here. So I am grateful to all the three of you. Okay, that is you and Padmashri and Lata. Because my development has taken much faster pace after meeting three of you.
That I can sense.
Okay.
Hmm.
But as a courtesy to fellow passenger, I should do something also, right? I can't only take everything and say that okay, bye bye, thank you for everything. So I met you in that while we were having coffee when we were supposed to meet.
Coffee in a standing table, and
Yeah,
you asked,
standing
"Do you
table
know
with
what is
that.
Subramanya? Su
Yeah,
means what?"
yeah.
Then
I
you said
started with
Agni
that.
Mele.
Yeah, Agnir Mele. So I always feel for you more than anybody, more than Lata or Padmashri. I
Yeah,
feel for you. Honestly, I
correct.
Then
feel for
see
you.
how lucky I am. Guru
I
comes to
don't
me,
know
na.
whether you're
So
lucky or unlucky.
I just tagged along. That's all.
See,
It
I
is
don't
all
know
for
whether.
you. Vilas is doing
See,
really from his heart.
yeah, definitely yes. I can tell that because I met you, and then I this development has happened because of all the three of you. It is my duty, if I use the word duty, to help you
See, for
on your.
towards me, you have done Vilas. There's nothing for you have to do for me.
Yeah, all that ragging and other things and targeting is for but only.
Now you are telling I have taken a birth in Brahmin's family, maybe poor Brahmin's family.
No,
That itself is my karma.
no, no. I never said that. What I'm saying to you is
See, I have so many gods, you say. Yes, generally in Hindu we believe everything as God only. Now you say that don't do that. You do only thing. But for me, everything is same God. See, Durga is again my family. It is not me. I'm adopted. My mother wanted Krishna.
no
Okay, but
here
for
here.
me, I read somewhere why you are going here, there, and all that. Whatever in your family is there, just continue because there are so many people who have invested so much of their effort to bring it to some what you call. So then I thought Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also Kali, Durga, all same only.
No, 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 sir.
There's
As per
difference.
my understanding, Kali and Durga same Shakti.
Shakti is correct, but Aradhana is different.
Actually, I think sometime back Vilas and me had spoken about this. To undo what we have learned through our samskaras and to redo is very difficult. So I think whatever suits your personality, whatever it could be, there is some God that you can identify. And I think I was telling him also why we worship any God or why we name, because we personify that God with certain qualities. Krishna with some qualities, Rama, be it Muruga, be it Ganesha, whatever. So there is some resonance you will feel with the personification of those gods when you actually see, when he said those 1,000 gods you see. So you see which deity, what are, how it is described, or whatever is told about that god, and you will feel one resonance with one god. The quality will attract you one specific god it will be. So you can, I think, be a little more broaden your spectrum, and you can keep some gods and you see whether it is really Durga. What are the qualities of Durga that have attracted you, or
Okay, I will
something
tell
like.
you one thing. I'll tell you one thing before we close. It's already 9:38.
Yeah, we'll close.
Okay, one last thing. 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita. There is one thing called as Abhya Vicharini. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, this we have discussed many times.
Yeah. What we are doing is that we are taking quality of A, quality of B, quality of C, quality of D, quality of E, F, G, H, I, J, and this is called mashing and keeping the personality constant. It's not going to work. So we have to follow Bhagavad Gita to the dot. Not having different things. Not possible. Not feasible also.
But all of us would have followed some spiritual path in our previous lives,
Yeah, we have.
right?
That is
That
true.
taste I can see. Because the taste is because of that. From the childhood, I had attraction to Veda. I don't know why.
No,
But
that's
only
fine.
after joining ABB, I started doing it.
No, that's okay. No, no. You having interest is good. We all have different interest. Agree. You have to sit, investigate, and take one, which you have faith. So first you have to have belief, then convert that into faith, and then convert that into jnana.
Yeah.
Three-step process if you were to look at it. But we should not have abhya vicharini. This in English, if I were to translate, it becomes prostitution. You don't have.
Yeah. So once you get to that state, you will really see the guru, the you, or the dev, or that God. All are the same
You.
self. The same self in you is wanting to liberate, and that self attracts itself in different forms and then come. So that's how
So,
you
so
have to really feel it.
yeah. So if I really follow Bhagavad Gita, then Krishna is the only thing. That's all. No Rama, no this one, no that one, nothing. No Shankaracharya also, honestly speaking. Otherwise,
Totally. Yeah. Krishna is a guru.
otherwise it will be like a fork. I go here, I go here, I go here, I go here. That's not going to work, right? So for me, if I say Bhagavad Gita, that is the thing. Finished. Whatever he says from the first chapter to 18th chapter, I'm following. And 12th and 13th chapter, I am implementing. Finished.
Yeah, that is right. You have to focus in one point, not multiple.
Yes. So that is one. If Bhagavad Gita is not my path, if some Bhakti Marga is my path, okay, fine. Even on Krishna, I can do Bhakti. That's fair. Because I don't have the knowledge of getting into that level of understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Fair. Nothing wrong about it. So I do this. So I have to go investigate myself and follow. But every marga is available. That is there. Every route is available. No route is something which is not there. It is not possible, feasible, or anything. It is possible. It is feasible, and nothing like this is the right marga and that is a wrong marga. No, it is a marga. It is a road. Some are long road. Some are short road.
So after seeing us for a long time, Vilas, 4 years, so you should also, as a guru, you should also be able to tell us which are our paths.
I'm telling you, if I were to very frank with Bhatt, this is not his path. This is not his cup of tea. Durga is the cup of tea. Simple.
Okay.
Straight and honest.
Only for what you have told. You have not told for Anjani, you have not told for me. You have
For
not
you, I've
told.
already told how many times you want me to tell.
Hmm.
No, you are forking. You can achieve both, but you have to decide. It's with you. In her case, I've told her, I've given her 6 weeks saying that you do Rama. That's all. Ra and Ma, Ra and Ma. That's all what it is. I've done. I've done what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, fine.
Only with but case today it has come out saying it is
I forced
not
it
good.
out.
Yeah, you forced it out. So that's not
That
the
is
thing.
true. That is true.
Because by now it should have opened up, but that is the thing. With all of this, it should have opened up. I'll tell you another thing, don't feel bad. The way you are searching in the book shows that it is not still matured. This we have covered it long time ago also.
Vishaya Sakta. That is called Vishaya Sakta.
Yeah, Vishaya Sakta. So
Ah.
yesterday when you were watching that screen, I was looking at you. Why is he struggling so much? The sixth Indriya, we have already covered it. You also know it. But you are searching like a child searching for a toy and you're searching it and finding it. When you found it, okay. So it really Doesn't matter. It is a sixth sense, right? A five sense door, and this sixth sense covers up everything. It makes up things which are not there, right? That is true. But in your case, what has happened is that you have that doubt. You say, I don't think so. So you get that. And then when it is there in the book, you agree with that. That shouldn't happen. You should have that conviction yourself. What difference does it make whether it's there in the book or not there? Do you really feel that there is mind, which is the sixth sense? So yesterday I was feeling it. The way the desperation you search for that book, it shouldn't be there. I mean, I understand your feeling on that, but you
The
at this
things will
stage,
go inside only when you see that again and again.
no, that is true. But we have covered the journey. But in this 4 years, we have covered so much. We have covered Bhagavad Gita fully. So in fact, you should be able to tell me which page number which is there, and that is how you should develop. You should say this chapter, this shloka, this is what it is. Then you have had that Ganges in your mouth. Otherwise, it is Ganges. It is flowing.
And also Bhakti Marga is not a lower path.
No, it is not.
It is like a very faster and nice path. Everybody will not get
No,
it.
you have three paths. If I were
Will
to
not
say,
get it actually.
no, we have three paths. One is the path of Tantra. That's one path. Then the path of Bhakti is another path. The path of Jnana is another path. Three paths. If you go by the Sanatana Dharma or the Hindu way of looking at it, then there is a path of direct entry, which is Buddha. Then there is path of reflection, which is Jain. So five paths.
Yeah. So M always says about bhakti. Bhakti is one special thing which will does something to your heart. So
Yeah,
they
it
he
actually touches
considers,
your heart.
and then he says they are all lucky people who can have that bhakti, and they don't have to do anything. They will just directly reach.
No, the thing is like this. See, if you wait by go by Kundalini, then you have the first Muladhara. It forces you down. So you have to hit it, and it starts shaking and comes to the Swadhisthana. But somebody whose heart is open,
Then
bhakti is
it
the
will
best.
directly come.
Then there's a bhakti is the best path. If the Agnya Chakra is open, for that person, Jnana Marga is the best path. Otherwise, he has to start looking at from the lower chakra to the higher chakra. That's another way of seeing. But that doesn't mean that we'll not continue on the this budget, this Viveka Chudamani. We will continue, but for practice, you need to see what is that your conviction is. Don't only rely on Jnana Marga.
Yeah, it doesn't work. That's what I found.
That doesn't
Unless
work.
and until you are a Shankaracharya kind of person, only or Ramana Maharshi, it will not work. You have to have combine other things.
Yeah. So, like, when I tell you an specific instance, when I was looking at body contemplation, I was seeing nose of my wife. That clicked. I started seeing holes everywhere. And that was the very first time experience of Navadwara, nine doors, entry and exit. How that consciousness comes and how the consciousness departs. What if it happens if it departs from the eye, departs from the ear, nose, mouth, anus, and all that. So that is the very first time I was looking at her. It became an animated thing for me. Vikara. So that day I started doing like this, seeing this way, that way, and I felt complete Vikara.
Yeah, yeah. So that is a strategy you have found. That may not work for us.
No way. I am
So
telling
we
you.
have to find in our own way what needs
Yes.
to be done.
So
Okay.
like
How many years you've been practicing Vilas? I mean, you've been in this path, maybe not Gnana Marga, as you said that since 20 years, that song has been in my heart, you said.
20 after I had a what is that out of body experience, from that day I started.
So,
That is some, 95.
So that is
23 years.
20,
Sorry, 33 years.
23 years. No.
No. Sorry. I was
20,
25. You're right. I was 24. Now I am
28
51.
years.
28 years.
28 years.
28 years. So it is not that it has come to you in the last 2 months or since you joined ABB. So it's been there. So you have been slowly, maybe without awareness, you have worked for some time. And then with constant effort, you have worked. So, but gee, don't be dejected. He
No, he
himself,
is not dejected. He shouldn't be
He's not
dejected.
rejected. I have
When
started.
I'm listening, I'm not responding means my attention is there.
When you are
No.
responding, then attention
He's
is
a
not there.
veteran. See, he's a veteran. He has so many gurus. One guy I really appreciate, one person I really appreciate having so many gurus is Bhatt. He has so many gurus, all known gurus, unknown gurus, all kind of gurus.
And he is always blessed with all those people's presence in
Yeah,
Guru
his
comes to me.
journey.
My luck.
Great.
yeah. So that is there. I mean, he has started much
It's
earlier.
a progressive.
When I was in 8th standard, he has started.
so all you need is one anchor, I think. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to find yourself. See, theory is one thing that is required anyway.
See, I was looking for somebody explaining me about Veda. There are a lot of Sanskrit. It's very tough. Nobody was there. Now there are two gurus. One is Vilas, and he got from somewhere that knowledge downloaded, and he talks. So that's a pure knowledge. Another is you have nowadays is a net. In the net, you get so many Sarvapriya, any kind of people. But there, they just talk and go, but you cannot get the clarification. And Guru means you should know that when all your stupid questions should be answered, then only you can go to next stage. So through Vilas, I am getting. That is what that too. He is born in Madhva and teaching Shankara Advaita. That is a very very special thing, only made for me.
No. Sorry. That's what it began the class with also. That very song, although is
He made for me, which means somebody teaching Advaita is not that easy. And he has experimented a lot before doing that too. His background is, if you really see, it is Buddha. Okay, Buddha is something in Veda. When I studied, people said you don't have to worry, it is Shunya. You worry about this only. You born here. So that's the reason we had initially a lot of discussions and all that. Finally, I don't know, he himself suddenly got one day knowledge for but Veda, let me start. So he is exactly now what you call custom made for me.
He's doing
So I
all for you
listen.
only,
Uh,
not for us. He's doing everything for you only. I am just tagging along. I'm meaning. I am really talking from my heart.
sometimes even I feel on certain days.
Uh, on
Bhakti,
certain days, no, all days.
bhakti is more for me. Do I really need to attend today Viveka Chudamani? Is Viveka really required for bhakti? Then I say, okay, since we are attending it's like a satsang. Okay, fine. It's
No,
not.
you attend.
No,
See,
no, no.
don't exist.
Actually, you have to do both together. So I think you cannot leave out one and then have, because if you are so intellectual, you'll become dry somehow in the heart. That's what I felt. That's the reason my naturally when I started meditating, I did not know anything about meditation. Automatically, my attention always goes here, always, and I struggled to bring it to heart. So I did that a lot. Only after that, a blissful feeling started coming. When I was doing here, I see a lot of things that's there, but no blissful feeling never used to come. So it has to go together both, I think. Maybe bhakti, you don't need the other one. It'll directly take you.
Yeah.
But then if you are in the other path, unless and until you are in a very high plank, it will not do anything.
For bhakti, you don't need Viveka. So Viveka
Yeah, yeah.
not.
No, no, Viveka will come. It's good to know.
my experience is if I spend, say, morning good amount of time for this, as per my own way. In the cab, I came yesterday, day before yesterday. Both the days, I had a blissful feeling. All of a sudden, somewhere in between. and I wanted to be there for some time. That means if I put effort, something happens. But
Yes.
because this effort is nothing but bhakti effort, I think, what I do. But something happens. But this experience was not there earlier. Now I know that if I want, I can get it by doing it. But if somebody put pressure or force, then the force will not work. It has to come in a natural way, in out. It's like if I want to be very healthy, if I decide I have to climb 10 stairs building, I will be happily climb, especially going to Tirupati. But somebody says you go, then I cannot go even 100 steps. I will feel very heavy.
No, that
So
is
whenever that comes in out, I felt it is there.
no, that is truth for everyone. So
Yeah.
what you're doing is right. I'm not saying what you're doing is
But
wrong.
once it is reached, I should drop. That is what rocket principle we studied.
Yes,
That dropping, if you have to do, it should be much more continuous practice is needed.
yes, absolutely. Every step you go, you have to drop the previous step.
Yes. Because we always remember our past, no? That is the problem.
Yes, so it's almost 10 o'clock. So
Yeah, I
let's,
think we will continue tomorrow.
yes,
Namaste.
Namaste.